Welcome back to Curator Radio. I'm your host, Rajie, and this is where we talk about what's really happening behind the scenes of entrepreneurship, especially in places like this, the Curators Hub. If you've been building something like a business, a brand, a creative project, you've probably felt this lately. Like things are moving, but they're also kind of messy. And there's opportunities coming in left, right, and center, but clarity isn't always keeping up. There seems to always be some type of hiccup or blockage. Well, today's episode is about that exact tension. How do you build steady momentum without building more chaos and the dreaded overwhelm that so many entrepreneurs feel? Well, we have one main story this week, something we're seeing inside of the hub right now, and then two lighter but important shifts that you should be thinking about. So let's dive right in. Here's what we're seeing this month. Founders are not struggling with ideas. We have a million of them. They're really struggling with infrastructure. There's more meetings, there's more leads, there's more visibility, there's more collaborations, there's more, but their systems haven't caught up yet. And here's the truth that most entrepreneurs don't really want to admit, and that is that growth doesn't create pressure, it reveals where you're unprepared. That's a little uncomfortable, but inside the Curators Hub, we've actually seen founders double their networking. We've seen creatives land new contracts. We've seen coaches book more discovery calls, but then calendars get scattered, follow-ups are late, energy is depleted, messaging gets inconsistent, communication breakdowns. The problem isn't ambition, the problem is architecture. So if episode 1 was about working smarter, episode 2 was about sustainable growth, then this episode 3 is what holds that growth safely. So here are 3 questions every founder should be asking themselves right now. Number 1, if I doubled my clients tomorrow, would my workflow break? Number 2, is my visibility organized or reactive? And number 3, do I have a system for follow-up or am I relying on my memory? And here's the real shift. Professionalism is invisible until it's missing. And ain't that the truth? Something happens and you're like, whoa, that was really unprofessional. Well, that's the only time, or somebody tells you, hey, you reacted in an unprofessional manner. Well, that makes you stop and realize something. And entrepreneurs who scale sustainably are the ones who build systems before they feel urgent. We're seeing founders start to move differently, and it's exciting because instead of asking, how do I get more? They're actually asking, how do I stabilize what I already have? And that's a powerful shift. And it's the difference between growth spurts and real expansion. So here's the interesting thing. Most founders are choosing depth over volume. So that means fewer events, but more intentional ones. So fewer posts, but better messaging. Fewer meetings, but more focused outcomes. We're noticing people blocking entire days for just thinking time, strategy time, for just creation time, for just brainstorming. And this is really important because hustle culture trained entrepreneurs to measure effort. But sustainable founders measure clarity. So if your calendar looks busy, but your business feels unclear, it's a sign. Momentum doesn't come from motion, it comes from alignment. So after years of digital everything, in-person rooms are actually starting to matter again. And it's not for hype, it's for trust. Because guess what? Deals close faster in real rooms. Collaborations move faster face to face. Community builds faster when people actually look at each other in the eyes. So inside Curators Hub, we're seeing small roundtables outperforming large, loud events. People want real connection again. And if you're building something this year, ask yourself, where am I building real proximity, not just digital presence? Because it's proximity that builds momentum in ways algorithms never can and will. So here's a thread that's gonna tie all of this together. Growth is happening, but the winners this year won't be the loudest. They'll be the most organized, the most intentional, the most relational. And if this resonates, anything that I've said today on this episode, share it with another founder who's trying to scale or could use some of this information. We just launched the new Community Hub and would love to see you at one of our events. I'm Rajie. Thank you so much for watching Curators Radio, and I'll see you next time.